أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين ونصلي ونسلم على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه. All praise be to Allah, the only God, the one God, the creator of all, the God of Moses, the God of Jesus, and the God of Muhammad, peace be upon them. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brother, my dear sister, my dear viewer. I was looking today to a nice statement by a doctor, GP, general practitioner, family doctor here in Britain. And it was mentioned in many newspapers. A woman, Mrs. Margaret John, 71-year-old with cancer, ovary. She came to the doctor, asked him to give her like injection to end her life. She cannot carry on anymore, she doesn't want. And what did this doctor say? I love his statement, and I pray to Allah to have so many doctors like him, Muslim, Christian. He said, he talked to this lady, he said, I do not kill patients. I will be honest with you, I do not kill patients. Fascinating statement. Important. I know some of you will be surprised why you bring in this subject, doctor, are to keep patients alive, but the reality is very bad today, my dear viewer, my dear brother and sister. There's a big push by many people suffering with illness to legalize killing them by the doctor. Assisted suicide, euthanasia. It's a big campaign. And many countries started to legalize that, like Switzerland, Belgium, Oregon in America. And here we have Lord Falconer, his bill assisted suicide, to have by law, we doctor who took an oath to protect, save life, who took an oath to look after our patient, they want us to end the life of our patient. I know I touched on this subject before, but I like to raise it again, because when I saw this statement today in the Independent newspaper and the story in many other newspapers today, in fact today they bring in many odd case, difficult case of family, husband, wife, the wife ill, the husband ill, old, cancer, they have cancer, they want to be killed, they want to end their life, they want us to end their lives. They're going to court today, many of them. I'm worried, many Muslims worried. In fact, the people who worried are Christians who are aware of this issue. The good Christian who I discovered from them a lot of way to know about avoiding this issue and not to legalize it. Doctor has been educated before starting practice to protect life, to save life. I mentioned to you before, we have already culture of death, killing unborn baby in abortion. 600 every day, boy and girl. Almost all of them have got soul, ruh. Almost all of them have got all organ, which we have, you have. And now the pressure is going stronger now, is more and more by some patient who cannot carry on living. I can understand their feeling in that, but this is not the right way to end your life. There's a pressure, big pressure. and they're pressurizing the parliament, the House of Lords. They're pressurizing the government to make law to make us killer. Already we have a large number of killer doctors in Britain to kill unborn babies. Already we have a lot of doctors, especially in private and good money, to kill unborn baby. Abortion. Jihad in Arabic, as we say. This doctor, he shook me up because I'm worried. Is going to be like rarity today. You know, and I hope our Muslim doctor will not fall into the trap. Pressurized by law, by government, pressurized by their own patient and my life. And what's the reason, by the way? I can understand the reason: suffering, pain, suffering. But this is not the right way. We progress in medical technology day after day, day after day. We are progressing. We have very strong painkiller, very strong analgesic and painkiller, you know. But a lot of these patients, non-Muslim or nominal Christian, they cannot take suffering. Contrary to what we have in Islam, suffering is a blessing. Suffering is purification of the sin. You will be like a newborn after. You will be like a newborn after. You know, after if you die, etc., clear away the sin. And you know, the whole of our religion and the teaching of God generally based on tolerance and patience. However, I'm saying that despite what we have today, a lot of medical technology, a lot of new drug medicine to kill the pain. As many of my Christian doctor friends say, kill the pain, do not kill the patient. Kill the pain, do not kill the patient. Assisted suicide, euthanasia, I'm bringing it again because only a few days ago it was in the House of Lords, discussing House of Lords for legalizing assisted suicide. You know, and it's coming again next year, Lord Faulkner bill. I don't want doctor to be killer of the baby unborn, killer of the old patient feeling, you know, pain, suffering. But let me tell you another secret. A lot of these people who like to be ending their life, to be killed. When we say end their life, they say we want to die. There's only one normal death, natural death. This is killing, ending the life. They use the word I want to die. You know, it's not die. You die naturally. But this killing, using somebody else, especially they want doctors. They want us to kill them. You know, they got misery, they got problem. The other secret I want to say, and I understand their feeling. These people asking to be killed or to end their life. Feeling burden on the family, sometimes on the hospital. Bad thing. Feeling unwanted. We need to address that badly. We badly need to change this attitude. The daughter to tell her old mom, we love you, mommy. We want you to stay alive till the moment of natural death. We will look after you, mommy. The son should go to his father who is ill, who feel pressure to end his life by assisted suicide. Son to go to hug his father or grandfather. Daddy, granny, we love you. We will look after you. Don't worry. Do not worry. It's a blessing. It's a duty on us to look after you. This is what we have in the teaching of Islam. We don't plan. We don't facilitate at all. Forbidden to end one life. Death has to be natural all the time. But when you are dying, you cannot do anything. Whatever medicine you give or analgesic, this is a different story when you are dying. but I'm talking about people not dying. They want them to be dying. You know. And we need to oppose that. We need Muslims to speak up, to write to member of parliament. I raised it before, I repeat it again. The only way to make law closer to God, closer to morality, closer to Islam, closer to Christianity, is to write to a member of parliament. When there is discussion in parliament, debate in House of Lords, you write to the Lord in the House of Lords, just a few lines, 2 minutes, email. You are not losing stamp. You are not posting. You know, I am, parent, I'm British citizen, I am concerned, I live in your constituency. We would like you to vote against the killing, against legalizing killing, assisted suicide. We like you to vote. This is very important, my dear Muslim, because you are far, far, far away from contacting your member of parliament who have been made and are present to serve you, to listen to you, to do what you tell them to do. Still Muslim far away. You only occasionally, very rarely, you see Muslim going to member of parliament for immigration problem. Good, use him or use her. But there are a lot of issues in our society, from old people to crime, to alcohol, to drug. So many things. We should be reacting and interacting with our member of parliament. We should know him, know her well, visit their surgery, their office, write to them on and off, on and off. I will be honest with you. The family doctor said to Mrs. Margaret John, I do not kill patients. I wish this statement will go on in every ward in hospital, in every surgery, GP surgery, family doctor. I will not kill patient. This is what we need. And Muslim doctors, if they know their Islam and their religion, they will never ever dare to try to end the life of any patient, whether indirectly or directly. You cannot do it and be called Muslim. You cannot be practicing Muslim and kill innocent baby. Has got eye, brain, muscle, bone, heart. 600 baby every day. Massacre. We have daily Holocaust. These baby are Muslim, according to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All are born Muslim. You know, this baby. And now they want us, because it's getting worse. The family break up. And usually, the family today, 2 children, 1 child. It's too much stress, burden on the family. It's true. There's burden. 1 child to look after. They leave the job. 1 daughter she has to look after. Why? The Christian teaching, the Islamic teaching, be fruitful and multiply. Have many children to share responsibility after in old age, to look after your mom, to look after your dad. The same principle in Christianity, in Islam. Get married, marry the right, loving, caring woman, motherly woman, and be fruitful and multiply. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, تناكحوا تناسلوا فإني مباهي بكم الأمم يوم القيامة. Get married and produce many children, but good children, good quality, by the way. Many children to look after them well. And these children, God Almighty has promised rizq, provision for life for every child. On top of that, you got child benefit here in Britain, especially, and other country. Have many children. So we understand the difficulty, because this society is family broken up. And sometimes he's got 1 child or 2 children, or far away or abroad. he feel lonely, he feel burdened. She feel lonely, she feel burdened. What's this life all about? Please, please, Christian son and daughter, Muslim son and daughter, celebrate the life of your dad and mom and granddad, grandmom. Look after them. They looked after you when you were baby small. One equal one. You have to look after them when they are old. How you reject them? To get rotten now in this cold weather and snow. About 25,000 they die from the cold. This is disgrace to Britain, to the government, disgrace to all so-called family here in Britain. How you let your mom, your grandmom, your granddad freeze to death alone? Where are you? Children, but again, not many children. This is a mistake. They have done it also. Should have many children to share responsibility. And look, very, very important. I repeat it again. Every son, every daughter should show sincerely sympathy, empathy to mom and dad, grandmom, granddad. We love you. We will look after you till the moment of natural death. Not, between you and me, die quickly. Let's have the inheritance. Die quickly. Not all of them, obviously, but, they want the day. Because a lot of people today are selfish. They want to enjoy life. They don't want to be bogged down, looked after, old man, old dad, etc. I said, thank you, doctor, family doctor, for this statement. I do not kill people. I will be honest with you. I do not kill people. Please, please, any doctor, any nurse, any hospital administrator, take this line, put it on every ward, reassure the patient. They're getting more suspicious and worried. A lot of patients that might do something to end my life. We discussed before Liverpool care pathway. A guide for somebody at the end of life, so-called, could be dying, and you tick box, you kill the patient by this so-called Liverpool care pathway. You stop food, you stop fluid, you stop medicine. This is stupid. And you make judgment, he's going to die in a few days. They don't know when the person died. Nobody knows except God. And they don't know about prognosis for sure. What happened to the illness, with the illness of the patient, etc. So I thought I would start my show today with this beautiful statement and remind first Muslim doctor and remind Muslim parents and Muslim children, do not follow this strange, odd, evil, haram, forbidden idea or evil medical practice to end the life of the patient. He asked me, she asked me, give me injection, kill me, doctor. I dread to see the day if this become legal in Britain. God forbid. Already we have enough with 600 human beings killed every day in Britain through abortion. Now, what other things I like to raise here today? Going to Member of Parliament. I was moved today. I was amazed when I was looking to this report today in the Daily Mail. Compulsory honesty training to Member of Parliament. Ooh. Why? To teach them what is right, what is wrong. Allahu Akbar. What is that? Member of Parliament, MP, supposed to be the cream of our society. Supposed to be the most caring, the most educated, the most honest. The reality is the opposite. We're all aware of fiddling expense few years ago discovered. No moral code. Get more money. I done that, I paid money for that, I paid money for that. They have been caught. A lot of them, Member of Parliament. We're all aware of cash for question. Some company, some organization approach you, bribe you. Now they bribe indirectly to avoid being caught. You know, bribe you to raise this in the parliament, in discussion, etc. You know, cash for question. Immorality with member of parliament, dishonesty. We're not saying all, but it looked to me the percentage is high. Affair, drunkenness, drinking alcohol, and go to debate to make a new law on all of us. A lot of things to say about member of parliament. But this is unbelievable. I'm sure they wake up, they discover the weakness. They should not be in the parliament except God-fearing person. A person who practices divine morality. A member of parliament should be honest all the time, should be moralistic, should know what is right, what is wrong. And who knows what is right and what is wrong? From where you get what is right, what's wrong? You get what is right, what is wrong from the original teaching of Moses, peace be upon him. You get what is right, what's wrong from the teaching of Jesus, peace be upon him. And you get all detail, what is right, what is wrong from the teaching of Islam and teaching of the final prophet, Khatam al-Anbiya Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Can you imagine now, these top people, and now increasing their salary, 8,000 more few days ago, etc. Top people are victim to immorality. Are a lot, I'm not saying all, a lot of them dishonest. A lot of them try to fabricate to get more money, expense. A lot of them attach to some government policy, to some organization, to the lobby of smoking, to the lobby of vaccine, to the lobby of drug, to the lobby of alcohol. Unbelievable. They're supposed to be objective, neutral, honest all the time. But the reality is different. This is very worrying, you know, to have members of parliament. They don't know what's right, what's wrong. And I'm glad now Lord B.E.W. Head of Common Standard Watchdog. He's starting to organize that. He said, similar to the banker, to the lawyer, to the accountant. And we know, you know, we have many scandals with banker and lawyer and accountant. You know that. Many. Dishonesty is everywhere. The only honest person is God-fearing person. Is a practicing religious Christian or Muslim. Practicing. Not nominal. Muslim. Not nominal. Because we have some Muslims voted for gay marriage. I couldn't believe it. Do you still call them Muslim? Astaghfirullah. Completely opposite to the teaching of Islam. You know? And we have freedom here in this country. This freedom has misused, abused, allow everybody to vote for a lot of wrong things, you know. So please, maybe election coming in a year or two, vote for the God-fearing candidate to be member of parliament. The one who is pro-life, sanctity of life, no killing of unborn baby, no killing of old people, sick, people with cancer, disabled, euthanasia, no abortion, no euthanasia. Vote for member of parliament who care about family value, who care about moral value, who care about religious value, who care about the teaching of Jesus. Let me put it in this simple way, as mostly are Christian here. Vote for this member of parliament who whose life to implement the 10 commandments. No adultery, take care of neighbor, nothing evil, nothing bad. Vote for this type. Because unfortunately we're having the worst on top of us, and they're trying to make law for us, for all community. And believe me, this is a fact, my Christian will tell you more, undermining more and more moral value, religious value, family value. We're discovering that day after day, more and more and more member of parliament. This course is overdue. Thanks God now the parliament want to teach this standard, common standard, watchdog in parliament, want to teach member of parliament honesty, صدق, which is basic in the teaching of Jesus, basic in the teaching of Islam. Honesty. I wouldn't sell myself. Whatever the money, the bribe you give me, I will never sell myself. I'll be serving the community. I will be serving the value of God. I'll be serving my own Christian community. I will never make a law which contradictory or contradicts the teaching of Jesus or Moses or Muhammad. This should be in every parliament, member of parliament. Compulsory honesty training for member of parliament to know right from wrong. How much we need that. And believe me, this should go not only to member of parliament, you should start to do it in school. Children properly. Honesty. 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 This is right. This is wrong. We badly need it today. To go to teacher, to go to the police, to go to the company, to the worker in company, to go every society, to every member of our society. Today is a mess. The right becoming wrong today, and admired, and very, very few right in the eye of God. It's very few there, and it's dying, and we're having more and more like this. Let me move now to this issue. About last week there have been big G8 summit, big international conference on what? Dementia. You know dementia? When the brain cell damage. It happened over 60, 65, 70, dementia. The person يخرف, lose memory, become like a baby. You have to feed your dad, your mom, you have to feed, you have to clean your dad and mom. He cannot dress himself, cannot eat. Horrible disease. May Allah protect us. Protect you and protect us. Dementia is rising. And starting with Alzheimer, famous Alzheimer disease. 60, 65. This is horrible. Can you imagine your mom and dad becoming like a small baby? You have to be watching, looking after them 24 hours. And no memory. Doesn't know you are his son. Doesn't know you are his wife. You are the husband. And you have to feed him. You have to dress him or her. You have to clean. Doesn't go to the toilet. Doesn't know. You have to clean his feces and his urine. Unbelievable. It's rising. Can you imagine in Britain about 800,000? And some places they say 820,000. 800,000. This single disease, we have hundreds and thousands of diseases today, costing the government £23 billion a year. Ooh. £23 billion, not million, billion, thousand million pound a year. This is a quarter of the budget of hospital in Britain and medical treatment. It's about 100 billion. Quarter just going to one disease, dementia. And I'm glad they made this summit. We need to work, investigate, research what caused it, how to prevent it, how to stop it. Is a flood taken over? And still, doctor, they don't know what to do. They don't know how it's coming. But I want to give you a few indicators. Any Muslim practicing, especially practicing Muslim, will avoid all this. In many reports about the cause of this dementia, as I said, damage to the brain, to the thinking, to the memory. You know, the person is in different world. The person, 70, 80-year-old, is like 1 year old, 2 year old. You have to do everything for him or for her. Some of the common cause which Islam object, remember that, smoking. Their medical report, they said we have many risk factors. It's very difficult to swear this is the main cause, this is the reason, but this risk factor, be aware of it. Do not smoke. Toxin damage the brain cell. Alcohol, ooh. Personally, I put alcohol on the top. Alcohol is known, any glass of alcohol drink damage 100,000 of brain cell. It's a fact, medical fact, not my fact. Damage the brain cell. HIV, AIDS, HIV infection, AIDS, coming from all sexual immorality, as you know generally today. And BSE, CJD, when they fed, contrary to God creation and plan, fed the cow meat, animal protein, and they have been born vegetarian to eat grass and plant. We had big mad cow disease, BSE. So some of these cases, if any person eating infected beef, he will get CJD and likely to be having dementia. Smoking lead to dementia. Alcohol lead to dementia. HIV lead to dementia. CID, CJD, BSE. And I added myself insecticide, pesticide used in all, you know, fruit and vegetable and plant and herb. There's no organic, very rare. Thank God organic is rising slowly. I know it's expensive. Insecticide, pesticide. And finally, which has been coming a lot as a health medical recommendation, eat Mediterranean diet. Mediterranean, not English diet, not American diet. Mediterranean. What's a Mediterranean diet? Olive oil, pure. Super virgin olive oil. Real one, there are a lot of cheating olive oil today. Olive oil, highly recommended in our religion. This is what I tell you, Mediterranean diet, a lot of fruit and vegetable and herbs. We should all go back to it. They use this recommendation before for heart disease, and now they're using it to avoid dementia, to avoid this horrible disease, to become demented. This is the most serious, the most expensive medical disease. You know, horrible suffering. The children break down, they commit suicide, they become alcoholic, they cannot look after this crazy, you know, old mother, father who have no communication with them, who forgot their son and daughter, etc. We need to remember that. Dementia Summit for 820,000, as I said, and is rising, is rising, is rising. Mediterranean diet. Make it a habit. Mediterranean, related to Mediterranean, you know, the food we eat in Palestine, in Lebanon, you know, in the disaster area, Syria, may God save them from the big disaster and killing there every day and night. You know, Mediterranean related to Cyprus, related to Italy, some of it in Spain, etc. Nut. I didn't mention nut before. Nut, almond, walnut, hazelnut. Remember that. Very important for health. All type of nut. And as I said before, fruit, vegetable. Fruit, vegetable. And the best to eat it if it's just came out. Not stored for a year. Fresh fruit and vegetable. And the best fruit and vegetable, if there is no insecticide, no pesticide, organic, natural, etc. This is the best fruit and vegetable. You should take it all the time. You know, you should work on it. So this is, I thought, as I discussing this issue of, they say over 65, 1 in 3 will have dementia. God help us. 1 of 3. So if you are 300 people praying in the mosque, 100 will have dementia. Dementia. Mental confusion, loss of memory, destruction of the brain. You cannot do anything. You cannot talk. You cannot communicate. Looking after small baby, 80 years old, to look after. This is very serious. We need more research, and we need to push all the time these well-known causes, risk factor. Stop smoking. Stop alcohol. Stop sexual immorality, which bring you HIV and AIDS. You know, and stop feeding the cow, the innocent cow, vegetarian, feeding her animal protein to avoid BSE, mad cow disease. And if any person eating beef, infected BSE, mad cow disease, he will get the neurological disease damaging the brain, you know, CJD, which is very dangerous. You know, and they say one of the risk factors. Personally, I said it before, I put on the top alcohol. Personally, alcohol is known to damage the brain cell. The more you drink in your life, the more brain cells are killed and damaged. There should be abstinence. Go back to abstinence really for hundreds of reasons, not one reason, hundreds of reasons. Maybe one day we can discuss this subject about alcohol, inshallah. Finally, very quickly, there is advert about lonely man. Put advert, I need company in Christmas. Old man. It's unbelievable. It's very bad. Christmas time for family. I know many, they go family together, but to have also somebody advertising. And I mentioned this to you before, old people, we should visit them. You Muslim, visit the old people in your road. Look at after them. Give them company, especially in Christmas. May God Almighty guide me and guide you to the right path, Sirat al-Mustaqim. Thank you for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.